Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. So much has happened over the last 24 hours in today's video. I'm going to clue you in, show you what's going on, put it in perspective. I want to talk about some of the projects that just went on heavy discount. Maybe you can help us in the comments section. Which coins are worth accumulating and how much do you need? That's what I want to talk about in today's video. Of course, first things first, what happened over the last 24 hours? Make sure you subscribe because we do stuff like this daily. Over the past 24 hours, several things happened which sent the cryptocurrency market into a great state of fear. Bitcoin dipped below $30,000. Stocks, especially tech stocks, were tanking. Crypto is tanking. And of course, probably the biggest one, Terra's UST, their stablecoin, lost its peg despite loans from the Bitcoin reserves. So Terra's stablecoin peg, supposed to be pegged at $1, slipped below 70 cents despite the fact that they had those Bitcoin reserves. So this is what it looked like in real time yesterday as the peg went from $1 dipping to 90 cents, 80 cents, 70 cents in the 60-cent range. Very scary. Since then, it did reclaim itself a little bit into the 80-cent range, now the 90-cent range. Nature is healing. But yesterday, and hopefully you follow us on Twitter because we were talking about this in real time as it happened, at a certain point yesterday, the Luna Foundation was selling tens of thousands of their Bitcoin from their reserves to try and maintain the peg, and it wasn't being maintained. A very scary time in the market. This is the Luna Foundation Bitcoin balance. It's only really been going up until yesterday when we saw this sharp decrease as they were trying to maintain their peg. Was not working, and the market went into a state of great fear. 1 billion, in fact, was liquidated from the cryptocurrency market yesterday. 24 hours, 1 billion. This is a huge number. Crazy times. But with all this craziness, there are plenty of takeaways. Let's go over some of the takeaways and some of the coins which are worth accumulating. Please comment your thoughts on that below. First, one of the major takeaways is that the beauty of this market is that no government is coming to save any individual or project from liquidation or implosion. This allows the natural process of creative destruction and enables the space to grow forever stronger out of each bust. The protocols that survive will get battle tested, like Bitcoin has been battle tested and developed these scars and strength over the past 13 years. And the space, everything's open source, so we can all learn from every single project and their trials and tribulations. And the whole space is going to come back stronger. Another takeaway, it's important to remember for every seller, there is a buyer. So let's take a look at some of that data. There is clear evidence that Bitcoin whale addresses are viewing yesterday's drop below $30,000 as an event to accumulate. Sentiment Feed saw the highest amount of transactions exceeding $100,000 since January, and their supply of Bitcoin held is rising again. Listen, I've made the most money in my cryptocurrency life from times when the market was exactly like this, when prices were down, sentiment was down, screw-ups were happening, fear in the air. And this has happened plenty of times before in 2018, 2015, 2012. The best advice I can give you today is, whatever you do, do not leave the industry. Countless people left in the deep bear market of 2012, 2015, 2018, and never came back. I simply can't imagine the psychological pain they are feeling now if you left when Bitcoin was $4,000 and now Bitcoin's dipping to $30,000. The point is, stay and you will be rewarded. I agree with this. So who else is excited about the future of crypto? Let me know if you're excited about the future of crypto in the comments or if you will be leaving the industry. In my opinion, there's no putting the genie back in the bottle. There's one direction that this is all going. Forward. I know it seems crazy. Oh, in the future, everybody's going to have Bitcoin. In the future, everybody's going to be playing to earn and using NFTs, and crypto is going to be a part of our everyday lives. That seems crazy to me. Just like a computer in every home and office, this was once a crazy idea too. Watch Bill Gates be questioned on, this is a failure. A computer is not in every home and office at the moment. Cut to today, a computer is in all of our pockets. Listen to this.
I think you've been quoted as saying that the original aim of Microsoft was a computer on every desk. Now, the thing is that really projections we used to get in the 70s were that by around about the end of the 80s, every house would have a personal computer. Now, it hasn't happened. And the reason it hasn't happened, I think, is because they're still too difficult. You know, you've still got this computer language that puts people like me who are over 30, puts us off. And, you know, when you're completely illiterate as far as these things go, I mean, they've changed a lot, computers, but are they going to be accessible to even an idiot like me?
Well, I think we will get one in every office and in every home. That was our original vision. To do that, we're going to have to make them very familiar.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to draw on things people understand. For example, everybody knows how to talk and everybody knows how to write. In fact, I brought one of the latest machines here because for the first time, we're coming out with computers that understand handwriting.
Well, this would be great. You see, what I want is something that I can just, I don't have to type anything. I just write a thing on the screen and says, send us me bank statement or whatever you want, you know, rather than having to interpret it in a language. Now, can you do it with this?
Pretty much. Let me
Not my
let me
bank
show you how
statement. I
this
don't want the
works.
world to see my bank statement. But I want you to show us this. This is fascinating. So you write, it recognizes your handwriting, does it? Go ahead.
That's right. First, I'm going to just point here and ask it to start up a notebook application. And we can see here my monthly calendar. Let's point in at this one specific day and see what's going on there. Now, this is just a normal pen. I'm writing right on the surface of the screen and didn't have to learn anything special. So here I've got this daily calendar. Let's say I want to change something. I've got a dinner down there, but if I want to get rid of that, I just do a simple gesture, gets rid of it, and I'm going to Monte Carlo tonight, so I just write that there.
You rascal, you probably own Monte Carlo. So you put down, yeah, and what is that?
Okay, yeah. And now the computer understands that, and it's got it on my schedule.
And it actually will print it out.
Sure.
Look, people are realizing this problem. People are realizing this problem. In fact, people are realizing a whole host of problems the cryptocurrency can do better at. The good news is that one Bitcoin is still attainable. Yeah, $30,000 is a lot, but everybody expected it to be around $100,000 at this point. Accumulating one Bitcoin is still attainable. They're not making any more Bitcoin. I mean, think about it. If you believe that Bitcoin will hit eventually 100,000 plus price point, as I do, then this market correction is legitimately a gift. So, what is worth accumulating? One Bitcoin, I think, definitely worth accumulating. 32 Ethereum, I think, definitely worth accumulating, or at least building up your ETH stash, maybe 10 ETH. 100 Cardano, if you believe in the future of Cardano, definitely worth accumulating. 50 Sol, if you believe, you know, Sol has been getting integrated into so many different Ethereum-based platforms, Coinbase, OpenSea. If you're a believer in Sol, 50 Sol is still very much in reach. 100 Matic, still very much in reach. 75 DOT. You tell me which coins are worth accumulating. I think I've bought Bitcoin, I've bought Ethereum, I've bought Sol. I've bought some low caps. I like Mina. I like Theta, but this is not financial advice. The point is, one Bitcoin, yes, it's worth a lot, but if you believe that Bitcoin's going to be around in 10 years, one Bitcoin is still very much attainable. Accumulating ETH, 1 ETH, 10 ETH, still very much attainable. 100 Cardano, very much attainable. Maybe you like XRP. You know what? I'm not here to evangelize every coin. What I am here to evangelize is Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market in general, because just like the computer in the 70s and 80s, it's only going to get easier. It's only going to get more ubiquitous. Now, the good news is that McDonald's follows us, and McDonald's has actually been following a number of cryptocurrency holders. This is real. So if you need to earn some extra money to buy the dip or cover your margin, whatever it is, McDonald's is hiring. Just poking a little bit fun at Saylor. The guy's a genius. I definitely agree with him. In other news, Mimblewimble, live on Litecoin in 2 weeks. NFTs on Instagram. Instagram has made it official to their millions and millions of followers and billions of users. We're testing ways for creators and collectors to share NFTs they've created or own on Instagram with a shimmer effect, whatever that may be. The blockchains, they tweeted this out, the blockchains that will be supported are Ethereum, Matic, Flow, and Solana. Congratulations if you hold those. To go along with news in NFT land, Azuki, that was another thing from yesterday. Azuki suffered some FUD, and all NFTs and all NFT blue chips took a hit. You know, a highly speculative market, but these are blue chip, quote unquote, NFT projects, all a lot less than they have been. Azuki at 17 ETH, Mutants at 18, CloneX at 12, Doodles at 15. The news about Azuki the other day is that Azuki NFTs plunge after founders confess past failures. One of them did this whole write-up saying that we were behind such failed projects like Funks, Tendies, and Zunks. And, you know, they said they learned a lot from the process. I really liked kmoney did a parody video on this, really explains the situation. Watch this, and you tell me if you would like to have an Azuki at these prices, or tell me your thoughts. Watch this. Hilarious. kmoney.
So the market is down. Yeah, it's one of the worst days in Web3 history. And I have an idea of how we could capitalize on that. What is it? Let's announce that we were a part of 3 Rugs. Why would we do that? That doesn't sound like a good idea. Well, I think the community would be appreciative of the fact that we're being transparent. Okay, but what if people view that as FUD, especially on a day like today when the market is doing so poorly? Well, we make money on royalties, right? Yeah. So that means we make money when people sell, right? Yeah. People are gonna love this article. It's gonna be great. People are gonna love reading this, especially after all we've had to offer is doing an airdrop when people are drunk and exploiting anime culture. Wait, I have an idea. Can we peg an Azuki to UST? That's a great idea.
Oh, and then El Salvador bought another 500 Bitcoin yesterday. Small nation buying the dip. Pretty cool to see in that we've never had something like this before, and surely other nations are taking the hint and seeing this. When Bitcoin pops back up, they're going to realize that, oh man, their 500 Bitcoins worth double, triple maybe. Anyways, that remains to be seen. My name is Aaron at Altcoin Daily. I hope our videos give you value, perspective, information. You tell me what you're buying. You tell me your thoughts on the market and your thoughts on my assessment of the market. And with that being said, I will see you tomorrow, my friends.